Hey son, I'm back. Today is Sunday, July the 1st, 2018. Oh man, June was a long month. Louisville, Kentucky, Cassius Clay. Muhammad Ali, that was his name before he changed it. Google it. Got another book I want to talk to you about. It's called Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. First of all, this is one of those books that change your life. you know, a lot of the ideas and all basically are the same stuff that they talk about in the Bible, but he he really just breaks it down scientifically. you know, it's not a matter of belief, it's just a matter of universal law, I guess I would call it. But man, he talks about freedom, how man is free to be whatever he wants to be, whatever whatever you decide. And even like this guy, he's a Holocaust survivor. He was in a concentration camp. And he said that no matter what happens, we still have a choice. We still have the freedom to be able to respond to circumstances, which is powerful. It's something my dad used to always say when he was preaching, you know. And he also talks about meaning, how man is, he says three things, and this is absolutely true. I've discovered in my lifetime. There's three desires. There's a desire for pleasure, and we usually do that as kids. We're a little child, we just want to eat candy and have fun. Then there's a desire for power. When we get to a certain age, we want to start making money or build a business or whatever, and that's starting to get younger and younger. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Because people are starting to, nowadays, even kids on this lustful power, more than pleasure. But then there's another thing, this desire for meaning, which will get you through. He talks about how this desire for meaning will get you through any circumstance in your life, any problems, In life, people die at the wrong time. People betray you, all kind of different things, and instead of going into, I've seen so many people, they go into a depressed state. I call it like prolonged suicide. Alcoholics and smokers, and as you grow up, you'll see people and they just become drug addicts, functional drug addicts. You got people that go to work every day, but they come home. I used to be one. Come home every day and drink themselves to sleep, or get high, and they don't like their reality, and most of it has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with who you are, what you are. People commit suicide, and you just wonder, man, this guy had it all, But if there's no meaning, you have nothing. It's why you got guys that's in jail right now, and they're more free than people that's outside. They're not depressed. You having this thing right now, 2018, where it's just an epidemic of people depressed. You got everybody, I'm depressed because of this, I'm depressed because of this, I'm depressed. I don't have the job that I have, that I'm supposed to have. I don't have the money. But the thing that'll get you through is purpose. Religious people call it God's will. But he just breaks it down. He calls it purpose. He calls it, what is your meaning in life? And he says, only you can decide that. Some people, even they may feel like they're doing a good thing. It's a good gesture. They'll give you a meaning. Many times parents will give you a meaning. Oh, you should do this. You can make a lot of money doing this. You could do this, Oh, look at that kid, he does that. But I promise you, as a father, I'll never do that to you. Only you can come up with the meaning of this to your life. That's what I believe. Everybody don't believe that, but hey, you come up with the meaning of your life. If being a garbage man on the back of a truck, cleaning up the city, if that would give you meaning, if that's what you wake up every morning and you love doing it, go for it. Because you're more rich than a man that has millions of dollars and can't sleep at night. You know what I mean? You have more wealth than a man that works all day and come home and got to get drunk. Or come home and argue and fuss it, you know. He's making a lot of money, you know. So I found that anytime I see myself and I'm not unhappy, and I'm unhappy, I always start drinking. So I know, okay, I'm not happy, something is wrong in my life. You know, and even when I was at a place where people said, oh, this is where you're supposed to be. This is where God wants you to be. But I always wanted to get drunk when I was there. But when I'm where I want to be and where I feel that I need to be with my purpose, which is doing this. This is part of my purpose. So that you and your kids and your grandkids and generations, I mean, who knows? It could be 500 years from now and like your great grandkids might be watching this, you know, because I plan on living until 97 years old, like my grandmother. So anyway, back to the book. That was a part I wanted to read. I need to do this before. Well, he says, what man actually needs is not a tensionless state, but rather the striving and struggling for a worthwhile goal, a freely chosen task, the call of a potential meaning waiting to be fulfilled by him. And that's what it is, man. Give yourself a task, man. Don't go through the motions. Have a meaning and a purpose of what you want, you know. And nobody has a right to tell you that that's wrong. Don't ever let anybody tell you what you want is wrong. You know, make a plan, write it down. Meaning, purpose. You'll find out you'll find out that you just don't waste your life following somebody else, fitting into somebody else's purpose. You know, and I did that for years. You know, going to church and different things. You know, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I was there because that was somebody else's purpose for me. And you know, it takes time for you to start knowing yourself, what you love to do, what you know, what your purpose is, what makes you get out of the bed. You know, when I go to the library and I get new books, I every morning, like I can't wait to get up. I'm up at like 5:30 every morning because I want to go exercise because I love jogging, and I want to read. You know, and even right now, I'm not even working. You know, your mom's working. I'm home with you all day, and it's like some of the things that I wish that I could have, like it don't even matter no more. Like it's just bliss. You know, and like all things, things will change. I know that, but hey, right now I'm perfectly happy. You know, I can't buy a Lamborghini, but I'm not missing any meals. You can see that. But yeah, man, check this book out though. This is one of those books, man. Like this is like required reading, dude. Like make sure you read this. I don't care when you see this, what time you have access. Download it. You know, Amazon or whatever will be going on in the future. Who knows? Make sure you read this book. Make sure you buy this book and have it in your house. This one is from the library, but I'm going to order a copy. You know, this is a book that really changed my life. It just reinforced a lot, you know. So I'm not going to tell you what it's about. Read it. See you later, son.